Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for May 7th, 2021. In what sounds like it'll be a joint effort, Orlando area theme parks will be reducing COVID-19 safety protocols. Walt Disney World Resort was the first to make the move, announcing that they will be removing mandatory temperature checks from theme park entrances and more, beginning for cast members on May 8th and then for guests on May 16th. The Orange County Department of Health stated on April 30th that temperature checks were no longer needed for businesses and, in fact, were a waste of resources. Temperature checks have been required at the Walt Disney World Resort theme park since they reopened back in July of 2020, and they've been in place at Disney Springs since they reopened in May of 2020. I don't know if that needed to be said. Disney did not announce the return of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party for 2021. Instead, they revealed a new Halloween-themed Disney After Hours event coming this fall to the Magic Kingdom. Disney After Hours Boo Bash will take place on select nights August 10th through October 31st. Man, you know the world is healing when Halloween parties get even earlier. They were like, no, let's not take it easy on people this year. Let's start August 10th. Anyways, August 10th through October 31st from 9 p.m. to midnight. Spooky festivities will include Halloween-themed cavalcades, character sightings, special performances by the Cadaver Dans, decor, lighting, music, treat stops, and plenty of candy and more. Disney After Hours Boo Bash. Tickets will grant admission it's fun to say, will grant admission to Magic Kingdom Park as early as 7 p.m. without the need for a day ticket or a Disney Park Pass theme park reservation, giving you time to enjoy even more of your favorites. Guests young, old, and immortal can dress in costume for the occasion and get their fill of Halloween candy. And as an important reminder, costume masks are not permitted for adults. They can only be worn by children younger than 14. In addition, all guests as of now are required to wear approved face coverings during the event. In case you aren't familiar with Disney After Hours, it's a special event that's open to a limited number of guests after normal park operating hours. The experience offers low wait times at more than 20 attractions, from classics like the Haunted Mansion and Space Mountain and newer favorites like the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. On our website, if you want a better idea of how these work, we have reviews of, in fact, the second version, I think it was the second version of Disney Villains After Hours from early 2020. We have the Disney After Hours at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and as well Disney After Hours at Animal Kingdom. We reviewed all of those. Tickets will go on sale in June with an early purchase window available to guests at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels. So you see here I have my party mug. This is not rejected. These got made. This was for the 2020 Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It says 2020 on the inside. It was going to be the 25th anniversary of the event. I guess I gave away that there's no drink in here now. The illusion is ruined. No Halloween party again this year. Instead, just kind of this halfway event. But I guess, the world is still changing. They wanted to do something, but maybe not commit to all of the things they've done before. Hopefully, in full, the party will return next year, but who knows? I think my theory has been that while certainly a lot of changes were out of necessity with COVID, the company has absolutely used this as an opportunity to cut away things that they had tried to cut away for years, but were kind of shamed out of doing. Some examples, I know a lot of management wanted to get rid of Streetmosphere at Hollywood Studios for many years, but enough people in the company and enough guests would be upset that they decided they could never do that. But then, of course, this was the opportunity to do that, right? And so the question still remains as we come out of all this, what comes back and what doesn't? Halloween party probably more likely to come back. Maybe not in the full extent that it was before, but mostly. But other things probably not. So only time will tell, but there will be sort of a Halloween party this year at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. The Muppets are invading the Haunted Mansion on a new special coming this fall to Disney+. Gonzo and Pepe the King Prawn announced the Muppets' first ever Halloween special, Muppets Haunted Mansion, debuting this fall exclusively on Disney+. The brand new special will feature a star-studded Muppets cast, celebrity cameos, all new music, and spooky fun for families to enjoy. The announcement was made today to help celebrate the Disney Parks Experiences and Products Halfway to Halloween event, even though it's more than halfway to Halloween. Look it up. Muppets Haunted Mansion takes place on Halloween night when Gonzo is challenged to spend one very daring night in the most grim-grinning place on Earth, the Haunted Mansion. With all of today's Halloween announcements, Disney is previewing some ghoulishly cool new merchandise coming soon to the Disney parks. You may have 999 Haunted Mansion themed items, but there's always room for one more. It's like they know me. Check out some swag from an all-new Haunted Mansion collection coming to shopdisney.com, the Walt Disney World Resort, and Disneyland Resort in early July. Featuring apparel and new accessories, including a Minnie Mouse ear headband by Her Universe, a bag by Loungefly. You'd be a foolish mortal to miss out on all these items. In celebration of being halfway to Halloween, 2 Disney Springs establishments are introducing some limited time treats. At Gideon's Bakehouse, a selection of their dreadfully good confections will masquerade themselves as hand pies. Don't be fooled by their flaky, buttery crusts. Once you take a bite, you'll recognize the rich, decadent flavors of a Gideon's Bakehouse cookie baked inside. Gideon's hand pies will be available May 10th through the 12th while supplies last. Limit 2 per person. At the Ganachery at Disney Springs, they'll have Cauldron Cocoa Bombs, a dark chocolate cauldron filled with a hot cocoa mix and green marshmallows, topped with an edible image of the Sanderson sisters and a chocolate broom stirrer. They'll be available also May 10th through the 12th while supplies last. Same limit of 2 per guests. For guests with healthcare needs ranging from a common cold to a chronic illness, Advent Health is providing a diverse range of healthcare services and vacation planning tools to Walt Disney World Resort guests, both before and during their trips. Under a renewed alliance announced this week, Advent Health will become the official healthcare provider of Walt Disney World, as well as the official virtual healthcare provider of Walt Disney World Resort. Advent Health has had a relationship with Walt Disney World for more than 2 decades, and these enhanced resources will expand upon the organization's long-standing alliance. Advent Health also announced that it will build an emergency room located at Flamingo Crossings Town Center, which will be staffed by a comprehensive clinical team, including board-certified emergency physicians and emergency nurses. The design of the facility and team member training will bring an enhanced patient experience for those who need emergency care. Advent Health will create a healthcare ecosystem that Walt Disney World guests can access as they plan their vacation. New online planning tools around health and wellness and a dedicated care experience team will help meet many needs guests might have throughout their stay, such as assistance with doctor's appointments, urgent care services, and medical equipment or prescription delivery to Walt Disney World Resort hotels. Some elements are now available, while others will be phased in over time. Walt Disney World guests will have facilitated access to Advent Health Virtual Care, Advent Health's telemedicine service. Guests will be just a few clicks away from being treated by an Advent Health physician via computers, tablets, or smartphones. Advent Health continues as the official healthcare provider at ESPN Wide World of Sports and provides athletic trainers for the sports complex and medical volunteers for Run Disney events as well. Walt Disney World cast members will soon be receiving special 50th anniversary name tags. Cast members have been asked to update their personal information so they can get updated versions. No photos or mock-ups are available yet, but the name tags will likely be in line with the iridescent color scheme that's been added to the castle and throughout Walt Disney World. Cast members have worn unique name tags in various Walt Disney World areas as of late, such as Pandora, the world of Avatar, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. As well, Disneyland cast members just got special name tags celebrating the reopening of the parks. And of course, many of the annual celebrations at Walt Disney World through its history had special name tags. You may remember the 100 Years of Magic, the Happiest Celebration on Earth. All of those had special name tags as well. Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor has been closed for over a year at the Magic Kingdom due to the pandemic, and the entire cast and crew were laid off in October. During the closure, the attraction's waiting area has been used as an overflow one for the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin queue. The main sign outside the show has remained visible, but the billboard-like sign near the entrance was covered. As of today, though, the sign can be seen again. The sign features Mike Wazowski and the phrase, "The future of energy is a joke." It was previously covered in white, as can be seen here. This may indicate that Disney plans to reopen the show soon. Of course, we expect any day now the return of Festival of the Lion King in a modified form, so maybe this show is coming back as well. Only time will tell. Epcot's brand new Gelato kiosk, Gelateria Toscana, is now open in the Italy Pavilion after being under construction for way longer than it should have been. The walk-up kiosk is to the right of the Italy Pavilion's just to the right of the Italy Pavilion in total, near the American Adventure. The stand was being prepared in the morning for a 12:30 p.m. opening on Thursday. Physical distancing was set up in the queue, and there are 2 windows to order from, although due to distancing, one was used for orders, one was used for pickup. There are some cute details. The drain grate in the queue has a cute little Italian sun face. How cute is that? There are blue shutters and iron decorations, and we had to try a number of things. I'm going to try to give these the American pronunciation and not how my grandmother would have said them. We ordered the Zaples, the soft fried ricotta cheese fritters dusted with powdered sugar, the cannoli al cioccolato, a crisp pastry filled with sweet ricotta, chocolate and candied orange, the Italian margarita with frozen limoncello and tequila, and the Coppa del Nonno with fior di latte, chocolate and cookies and cream gelati with chocolate sauce, whipped cream, and amaretti cookies. And as well, the Affogato Espresso Gelato, fresh Italian espresso poured over fior di latte gelato with an amaretto cookie. Full reviews of all these treats are up at WDWNT.com. Check it out. We liked a lot of the stuff, but you got to read it to find out what. Testing has been ongoing for the various technical elements of Harmonious, Epcot's new nighttime spectacular, expected to debut later this year. Maybe. I don't know. They went quiet on it again. During the day, the barges for the show will act as fountains, and at night they'll come to life with lights, screens, and water effects. One of these effects includes a screen of water filling the ring centerpiece, which some call the Stargate barge. You're seeing video now of that in action. If you squint real close, you can see that waterfall kind of running. It was being tested with water spraying across one half of the ring. Water screens have been used in many Disney parks' nighttime spectaculars, such as Fantasmic, Rivers of Light, but never in a show like this, never with this waterfall version. But we have seen waterfall projections at nearby parks. The former nighttime show at Universal Orlando actually had these big rigs that dropped waterfalls that were projection surfaces. The water can be seen in these photos on the left half side, almost looking like a sheet of cellophane stretched from top to bottom. Just the water was spraying and nothing else was being tested today. Beverly Sunset Boutique on Sunset Boulevard has finally reopened at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It did not reopen with the park last year. The boutique originally opened in 2018 alongside Toy Story Land after replacing Sweet Spells and Villains in Vogue. Now it's Beverly Sunset Boutique and Real Vogue are the names on the facades. Beverly Sunset Boutique is partially known for its intricate neon sign fitting the overall theme of Sunset Boulevard. Both sets of doors with marquees for Beverly Sunset are currently serving as exits. The shop's entrance can be found at Real Vogue, the central point of the store. The boutique still primarily featured Pixar merchandise with plenty of Toy Story options, and the decor remains largely unchanged except for a couple of art pieces that were interchangeable in displays that they switched out. As per COVID-19 safety measures, changing rooms are unavailable. And to our surprise, part of the store was converted to sell merchandise that wasn't Pixar related. How cool is that? It's nice that it's not just a Pixar store. That being said, it's still the same merchandise you'll find in most places. Disney Plush fills the shelves in the section of the shop to the right. Donald and Daisy Duck preside over a selection of Mickey and Friends plush. The popular Disney Babies line is there as well. Another selection of Disney merchandise features Minnie Mouse clothing and accessories. Again, the store now open every day once again. Have a special event or moment that you know of coming up? Well, Disney's Animal Kingdom is now offering the Capture Your Moment service starting May 17th. Capture Your Moment is a photo pass opportunity that is a 20-minute personalized photo session that started in the Magic Kingdom in February. At Disney's Animal Kingdom, you could capture your moment with sessions that will take place on or nearby Discovery Island, where you can take advantage of the stunning views of the Tree of Life. After checking in with your photographer, you'll get to discuss possible locations you'd like to have your photos taken at and any customizations. You and your PhotoPass photographer will be able to get creative and be able to highlight your style and personality. Each session is $50 and can include up to 8 guests. If you want a salute to all attractions, but mostly Muppet Vision 3D, okay, only Muppet Vision 3D, you'll want to check out this new Magic Band. Arriving ahead of the attraction's 30th anniversary on May 16th, we found it at the Disney's Pin Trader store at Disney Springs. We expect to see it at the park soon, though. You won't need 3D glasses to see these Muppet Vision stars up close on the Magic Band. One side features the logo along with Waldo C. Graphic, the spirit of 3D, and Beaker and Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. On the other side is Kermit the Frog and Fozzie Bear. It is $24.99. Don't forget, May 16th may be the anniversary of Muppet Vision 3D, but it's also the long-awaited return of Back to the Future Live, and we will be covering Muppet Vision 3D in honor of its anniversary. That'll be at 9 p.m. on May 16th, so don't miss that. The Wave of American Flavors and the Wave Lounge at Disney's Contemporary Resort will be unavailable this summer as Disney refurbishes the space in time for the 50th anniversary of the resort. No exact reopening time frame has been provided. Reservations will continue to be available through July 15th. Of course, Disney is currently updating guest rooms at the resort with the Incredibles theme from the Pixar film. You may remember we told you years ago that there was talk of turning the Wave into the Incredibles Steakhouse. Well, Disney has not announced any changes, but the timing aligning with the Incredibles-themed room refurbishments does seem highly suspect. Only time will tell if the rumor was in fact correct, and all of you who laughed at us were wrong, which you probably were. As we revealed earlier this week, the beloved dinner service at Chef Mickey's inside the Contemporary will be returning on May 16th, and as well, Cape May Cafe is coming back at the Beach Club, reopening on May 18th with breakfast and dinner. Reservations are available now, by the way, and they're going fast. If you want to see the full menus and pricing for both of those restaurants, you can check out WDWNT.com. Disneyland has announced that over 15,000 cast members who are both active and furloughed, along with their families, are eligible for the single-shot Johnson & Johnson or the two-shot Pfizer vaccination. The vaccination clinics will be starting on Tuesday, May 13th. The vaccination clinic is held at the Disneyland Hotel through May and June. Reservations are available with a personalized registration code through the Othina vaccine distribution system. The Disneyland Hotel is currently closed to guests. Cast members will also be able to receive the single-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccination at the Backstage Pharmacy for Living Well. These vaccine appointments can be made on the hub and will go through May. Following the reopening of Disneyland Resort, we're checking in on all of our favorite attractions for the new health and safety measures in place. Recently, we visited Pirates of the Caribbean and Space Mountain at Disneyland, and as well Soarin' Around the World, Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters, and Mater's Junkyard Jamboree at Disney California Adventure. You can watch full videos of the returning attractions right here on our YouTube channel, and as well on our website, you can read all about the changes that were made to them. Hear ye, hear ye. This week, the Red Rose Tavern debuted the Cinderella popcorn bucket for purchase, but there's no popcorn to be found. Red Rose Tavern, of course, is a Beauty and the Beast themed quick service location in Fantasyland. Used to be a Pinocchio one. The menu says that it is a popcorn bucket, but instead of popcorn, it will be given to you with a side of French fries. French fry bucket. Legacy pass holder discounts also apply, by the way. The strap is removable if you choose to do so. It marks that this is the 70th anniversary of Cinderella. The wheels also roll, so this is basically a toy. The top opens, it's pretty big inside, and the lid also lights up. You are still able to purchase it with popcorn if you prefer from the popcorn cart in the hub area on Main Street. The bucket is designed to look like Cinderella's wedding carriage. The 2015 version was blue and was meant to represent the pumpkin coach, but this variation has a different color and as well has Cinderella in her wedding dress. So it is pretty different from the 2015 one if you care. Disney and Marvel have revealed the super new cast member costumes that'll be sported at the opening of Marvel Avengers Campus on June 4th at California Adventure. At Avengers headquarters, cast members, aka campus representatives, will wear cargo bottoms, a training shirt, and a lightweight, tactical-inspired vest. At food carts, cast members will wear unique aprons. At Shawarma Palace, the apron is inspired by classic New York City looks. And at Terran Treats, it's inspired by Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Over at the Ancient Sanctum, cast members can layer unique pieces inspired by the mystic arts, and cast members at the Pym Test Kitchen are cooking with a splash of Pym particles, so the costumes feature the particle design on the hat and tie. They also have a lab coat and a Pym pocket protector. It's pretty rad. Cast member costumes at Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure, basically look like me. They feature modern techie emblems and materials made of lightweight, breathable fabrics, and the Web Slingers logo accentuates everything from their shirts to their hats. Upon reopening, several new character experiences have debuted around Disneyland Resort. We kept an eye out for some of the new distance meet and greets in Paradise Gardens Park at California Adventure. Lilo and Stitch alternate taking the stage at Paradise Gardens Bandstand. The stage is adorned in motifs from the film, such as surfboards, ohana, and plenty of tropical flowers. Meanwhile, Miguel from Disney Pixar's Coco can also be found in Paradise Gardens playing his beloved guitar. The physical distancing barriers are set up like the Dia de los Muertos Ofrendas, the altars seen in the movie. As a whimsical handcrafted puppet, Miguel may also be seen walking around the area. Further down, we encountered Nick Wilde from Zootopia. We caught him peddling his popsicles. Nick can be seen interacting with guests along the side of the Little Mermaid Ariel's Undersea Adventure on the pathway between Grizzly Peak and Pixar Pier. Hordes of recycling bins with used popsicle sticks create a barrier to maintain distancing. Later, we saw Judy Hopps there as well. Over at Carthay Circle, Mickey and Minnie appeared together. They rotate with Goofy, Donald, Daisy, Snow White, and Dopey, Oswald, Clarabelle Cow, and even Anna and Elsa. And up above, we saw Horace Horsecollar waving to everyone from the terrace of the Carthay Circle Lounge. You can watch video of all these distanced meet and greets right here on our YouTube channel. Starting May 20th and for a limited time, the Alfresco Tasting Terrace will reopen once again, this time just for Disneyland Resort Legacy Pass holders. You can enjoy a variety of specialty drinks and appetizers at this California Adventure establishment. Disney says they will release more details on the offering at a later date. You may recall that the Alfresco Tasting Terrace reopened as a pass holder exclusive offering in January of 2020. While it is unclear if it will return with the same menu, you can read an in-depth review of that menu from back then on our website. It has been announced that Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel will reopen and welcome back guests starting June 15th with limited capacity. Guests can also look forward to the return of some favorite dining locations, including Napa Rose and Storyteller Cafe, starting May 28th at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa. The Disneyland Hotel will still reopen at a later date. Guests can book room reservations for the Paradise Pier starting now. It's already available. As part of the reopening, Disney's Paradise Pier Hotel will not have any food or beverage offerings initially. However, they do invite guests to go to the Grand Californian and enjoy things such as the GCH Craftsman Bar and Grill, the Hearthstone Lounge, Storytellers Cafe, and Napa Rose, plus the many food and beverage offerings throughout downtown Disney. One other great feature that is returning May 28th to the Grand Californian Hotel and Spa is a special entrance to California Adventure Park for Disneyland Resort Hotel guests who are visiting. Self-pay parking machines have finally opened up in downtown Disney. Since the downtown Disney district opened, all parking payments have been done by cast members as you drive into the Simba parking lot. Before the park closures, you would need to pay at the kiosk as you leave, even if you had a validation from a restaurant or shop. In order to get validation, you must have a special digital validation form from certain locations. Not all locations currently have it, so some places will stamp your parking ticket and you will still have to pay at the toll booth as you exit. These machines will allow you to pay before you leave, so all you have to do is insert your ticket into the security kiosk and drive away. The first hour of parking costs $10. Validations apply only after the first hour of parking. You'll receive an additional 3 hours of same-day parking with a $20 minimum purchase and validation from any downtown Disney location, or up to 5 additional hours of same-day parking with validation from any table service restaurant. Currently, anyone who has a parking ticket with or without self-pay must wait in the same line while leaving. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical trip. The best part, their services are free. Hotel, park tickets, dining, and more. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. Also, don't forget about the WDWNT Entertainment YouTube channel at WDWNT.tv. In fact, 2 new original programs have debuted on the channel. Ink and Paint, which is every other week, and our first all-female program. So make sure you check that out. And secondly, filling in the gap while WDW News Tonight is on hiatus is Outside the Bubble, a sort of comedy program. Because of the people who are on it, it's a comedy program. A comedy program about all the things there are to do outside of Walt Disney World here in the Orlando area. Both of the first episodes of both of those shows are available now on that YouTube channel, so you can watch them right away and catch them on Thursdays regularly when they debut. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. WDWNT presents Timekeeping, a year-by-year journey through the history of the vacation kingdom of the world. Join us for the premiere Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern or watch on demand anytime on the WDW News Today YouTube channel.